right? Shabbat Shalom, right? Ashar Yerak Kodash, right? Happy new moon, La Yasha Allah, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. The second month of the year, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashima Mashiach, Malak Yahushai. Double honors to the elect elders of the house of David, that's been in this truth for decades and decades, laboring and patiently waiting for the second coming of our Lord, Yahushai. A hearty shalom to you mighty men who are out there in the highways and byways, in the vineyard, gathering the grapes, feeding the elect, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, and more importantly, magnifying the name of Yahweh by Shema Mashiach, Malak Yahushua in the last days. Shalom to those men. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there as of yet on the highways and byways, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying, they're fasting, they're studying. They're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. And shalom to all of the mighty sisters out there, holding it down in the households, reverent to their husbands, being submissive, doing the work, and moving in the spirit of our righteous foremothers. Shalom to those sisters, children, and elders as well. Shalom.
God, Shabbat Shalom, all praise to the Most High for another Sabbath, another new moon, another day of repenting, getting our spirits right, examining, right, staying full force on this course, man. Right, as the days heat up, man, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to focus on things outside of this truth. But that's our job, to remind our brothers and our sisters, right, we're not done. We're not finished. We're nowhere near done, man. We got a lot more work to do, man. So we're here to compel you to continue in the faith, continue in all things to magnify the name of the Lord. As we always do, we're going to start at Acts chapter 18, verse 4.
Book of Acts, chapter 18, verse 4. And he reasoned in the synagogue every Shabbat and persuaded the Jews and the Greeks.
Right? So this is another Sabbath service to persuade Israel, who knows that they're Israel, to continue in the faith, law, statutes, and commandments, the brotherly love, the charity, right? Doing all things to magnify the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And then those just finding out that they're Israel, to forsake the ways of Babylon, come out of the shadows of Babylon, and stand 10 toes down in this truth, man. But we can't do that on our own. Let's go to Philippians 4:13.
Book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all things through Hamashiach Yahushua, which strengthens me.
Right, through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we're able to cast down false doctrine, stand 10 toes down for the truth, able to not get wavered to and fro like a wave in the sea. Right? And it's only through the spirit of the Lord that we're able to get built up like this.
Come. And Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Can I get the book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 34? Book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 34.
Book of Luke, chapter 21, and verse 34.
Right.
Verse 34. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeited.
Right, so like the brother was bringing out, we got to take heed to ourselves, man. We got to stay in the spirit constantly. It's going to be a lot of demons and all hell breaking loose trying to sift us out and drag us out the truth. And we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. So the Lord said we have to take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged. A lot of brothers that have work, their families, congregations, things going on in their everyday life. But we have to always understand that Satan is trying to sift us out. Read on.
And drunkenness, and cares of this life.
And cares of this life, man. Your care should be for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Your care should be for the nation. Your care should be for your family and things upright in the scriptures, man. Your care shouldn't be in your allegiance to all the cares of the world. Read on.
And so that day come upon you unaware.
That's why we have to continue watching as a nation and stay on fire and gird it up in this truth.
God, and the topic of the Sabbath service is, what are you doing for the ministry? Right? What are you doing for the ministry, man? Let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and 24. Right? It's a question that I ask myself every day, and that brothers should ask themselves every day. What are you doing for the ministry? And what more can you do for the ministry? Real quick, before you read that, read that, King.
Ready?
God.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
And to what?
And to good works.
And to good works. Read it again from the top.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 24. And let us consider.
And let us think about this, right? Go on.
One another.
Let us think about one another, man. Right? Let's think about my fellow brother. spirit, man. Everybody's not going to feel like you all the time, man. Everybody's not going to be on fire and be diligent. So now you have to consider your brother, man. Go on.
To provoke.
To do what?
To provoke.
You got to provoke your brother, man. Unto what?
Unto love.
Unto loving the Most High by keeping the commandments. And to what?
And to good works.
And to what?
And to good works.
It's our job to provoke you, man.
That's right.
Right? If I keep doing this to Amos the whole life, I'm provoking him, man. Right? I'm asking to damn get pull it to the side and talk to, man. You understand? That's what you're asking for. There's no sound.
It's back.
It's back.
All right, that's the spirit.
Okay, all praises. But yeah, if you're continually provoking somebody, you want a reaction. You want a reaction, man. Right? We try to provoke the Most High for deliverance by doing the work. You have to get on your brother so much that he's mad. Oh, look, I know here comes damn Ryan's calling me, man. He's going to ask me that I damn studied today. Shalom, I guess. Yes, an hour. Genesis, Deuteronomy. All right, Con. Right? That's how you got to be, man. Right? When I see a brother hit me up, I don't want to be like, God, this brother, man. Oh, boy.
Right.
Oh, boy. It's 3 in the morning. He has to be drunk.
Right.
He has to be drunk.
He's back at
Right?
it again.
No, you don't want to do that, man. You want your brother to provoke you unto good works. So that's why we do lessons like this, so we can get on one another, man.
That's right.
And put that spirit, that exhortation, and light a fire on the brothers and within ourselves as well to do war for the ministry.
Right.
One more real quick. Go to Revelation 7 and 3, the classic. Because how are we going to get delivered, man? By doing the work.
That's right.
Ultimately, it's through the mercy of Yahweh Shai. But at the end of the day, the elect have to be sealed.
That's right.
Revelation 7 and 3.
Book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 3. Say, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their
The
foreheads.
destruction won't come until we get up from behind the keyboard. Get up from your Tempur-Pedic mattress. Get up from your damn your couch, man. Your fold-out couch. You get up in the morning, you fold your couch. Your bed back into the couch, man. Put the pillows back and put your thumb in your mouth, man. Get up and do the work of the Lord, man. Read.
Verse 4.
And then you got brothers complaining, but they're not doing no work. You don't deserve to complain.
That's right.
Right? What are you complaining about?
Right.
You're sitting down on the Sabbath eating hot cocoa with 5 marshmallows in it, man. With your pajamas on. With the damn snap in the back, man. Yeah, the damn with Tweety Bird on it, man. You get the pajamas with the pants on, the 2 buttons on the back that you just peel off, man. Like a creep. But you're complaining about captivity. Right? Only the men that can have the right to complain, which they don't, is the men that's out there doing the work, man.
That's right.
Right? So ask yourself, what are you doing for the ministry? What are you doing to magnify the name of the Lord, man? Brothers and sisters. The brothers got it.
I got a piece about it.
Come, let's go to the book of Nehemiah, chapter 2, and we can start at verse 17. Right? So we're provoking everybody to get up off the couch, get from behind the keyboard, and let's build, man.
Right.
It's time to build. Right? It's a time and a place for everything under the heavens, man. And right now we're in the time of building,
Right.
the time of repairing, the time of fixing the cracks and the breaches and things that cause the water to leak out, man. The Lord doesn't need a vessel with cracks in it. He doesn't need a vessel that can't hold oil. Right? The Lord is dealing with vessels who are being set up, right? Who are going to stand steadfast and put in this work for the Lord. Right?
That's right. Book of Nehemiah, chapter 2, and verse 17.
Right.
Then said I unto them, ye see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lies waste.
Right? So we all see the distress that our people are in, man. Out on the highways and byways, we see how our people are strung out on drugs, scoffing, mad, angry. Everybody's in disillusion, man. The whole city of Jerusalem is in disillusion, right?
And the gates thereof are burned with fire. Come and let us build up the wall of Jerusalem.
And what's the wall for? A wall is a protection.
That's right.
Right? This wall that we're building up is having the Lord fight for us, man.
That's right.
Having the Lord be our defense again. Having the angels taking charge that no evil or harm come upon us, man. This is how we're building up the wall to protect our people, right?
That we be no more a reproach.
Right?
Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as also the king's words that he had spoken unto me.
Right.
And they said, let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work.
Right, so every brother who's watching this live, who we come across on the highways and byways, who you talk to on social media, who you may text, who you may call, provoke them to good works that we may rise up and do this good work, man. Right? Have a sword in one hand and a hammer in one, man. That's how we're supposed to be moving, man. Right? If you're not doing, the brother hit me up it might have been a year or two ago. He said, besides teaching, what do you have to profit the ministry? What are you doing to build up the nation of Israel? And I sat back and I thought about it. That's a deep question. What are we really doing to benefit the nation of Israel besides teaching? Because it's much more work than just teaching, man. Right. What more can we do to help build up the nation? What more can we do to help establish Jerusalem as the cream of the crop on the earth again, man? The pinnacle of all nations. Where you got it?
Come. We could go to the book of Job, chapter 7, and verse number 11. And I want to touch on a quick point the brother was bringing out about complaining, man. You got to complain to the Most High, man. We got to get out of this place, man. You're getting comfortable here. You want to remain here for another 10, 20, 30, 50 years. Your mind's not right, man. You'll never get the kingdom of heaven. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 7, and verse 11.
Book of Job, chapter 7, verse 11.
And this is the mind of the elect. Read on.
Therefore I will not refrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul.
And Job said he'll complain in the bitterness of his soul. All the death, all the murder, all the atrocities, going to work every single day, having back pains, damn neck spasms, all hell breaking loose, these spirits attacking us. Hey, the elect want to get the hell out of here, man. They want to get out of these bodies. They want to stop going to work every day. They're complaining to the Lord in the bitterness and anguish of their spirit and soul, man. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 77, and verse number 3. It's hearing out the mouth more than one witness, man. Because the elect are complaining all throughout the Bible. In Exodus, it says the cry of the children of Israel went up, man. That's all the cries of all of the burdens from our oppressors. And the Lord beholds that cry. It's actually a spiritual sacrifice, man. Bring out Psalms chapter 77 and verse number 3.
Book of Psalms, chapter 77, verse 3.
Right?
I remember Yahweh and was troubled. I complained.
I did what?
I complained. And my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah.
Hey, man, read that again. I was fired, man.
Con.
Hey, David said, I remembered God and I was troubled. I complained. So Job complained. David complained. The children of Israel in the time of Exodus, they complained. Why aren't you complaining? Why aren't you stocking up all of these different things, coming before the Lord, doing the work of the Lord so we can get out of here? Read verse 3 again, King.
Con. Psalm chapter 77, verse 3. I remember Yahweh and was troubled. I complained, and my spirit
complained, and my spirit was overwhelmed. Are you overwhelmed for being here? Are you overwhelmed with all of these spirits? Are you overwhelmed not seeing your homeland and not getting the kingdom? That's the question you got to ask yourself.
Quick precept. Real fast, can you get the book of Nehemiah, chapter 11 and verse 1? Because I want to let me back all of the 2 points that the Akim brought up through the Spirit. Right, Nehemiah, chapter 11 and verse number 1.
Con. Book of Nehemiah, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Right?
And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people also cast lots to bring 1 of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, the holy city, and 9 parts to dwell in other cities. And
because, right, cause it's lucky, man. Right, because as the brother Amos had brought out earlier, man. Right, and Jerusalem was desolate, man. Right, and all of the children of Israel, they wanted, right, the chief cities, man. Right, the best places to dwell in, man. Right, and how much more on that spiritual level, man. Right, man, you know that they want to be comfortable, man. Right, live in luxury, man. Right, be at home on keyboards, man, scoffing, man. Right, or saying that, you're not doing this right, or you're not bringing that down right, or you're bringing a so-called wrong approach, man. But never, no charity, man. Taking down all the breakdowns, man, and storing it to themselves, right? And they're not doing no work or labor, man. Right? So they had to physically, in the ancient world, cast lots, man, right, to bring men back to Jerusalem, man. Right, and now, man, the Lord on a spiritual level, man, has brought certain men, right, back, man, right, built them up, man, to actually go out, man, and build up the spiritual temple, man, right, and build the nation up back on the spiritual level to revive that holy city, man. Right, read on.
And the people blessed all the men,
Right.
that willingly,
That what?
that willingly,
That what?
that
Oh, you
willingly,
got force.
that willingly
Right, read on.
offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem.
Right, and that's what we need in these last days, man. Right, we need more brothers and sisters, man, to step up, man. Right, to willingly do more work, man. Willingly make your body a living sacrifice, man. Right, willingly, man. Right, with the joyful and shared heart, man. Do the work, man. Do more videos, man. Do more charity, man. Give more alms, man. Right, continue to make your body a living sacrifice, man. Right, continue and to stir up those talents, man, and gifts inside yourself, man. Right, to build up Jerusalem, right, that holy city, man. Right, with that, brother.
Yeah. God. Quick precept. Let's go to Sirach 32 and verse 23. Right? Sirach chapter 32 and verse 23. Right? Brothers are making excellent points, man. Right? The work don't stop, man. We gotta continue, man. Right? Every DM you got, there's somebody who's knocking at your door asking for help. Right? Every unopened message, right? You letting that person stand out in the winter, the harsh weather. Right? This is a part of doing the work, man. I get on my phone, and if I have more than 5 messages on Instagram, it vexes the hell out of me. It vexes me. I'm like, yo, I gotta answer this. I hate seeing that little red bubble with the number right there. Yeah. I can't stand. I hate that with a passion, man. Right? Then you don't open it, and then there's 4 more that come up. Right? That's part of doing the work, man. Right. Let's bring that up, okay?
Book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 23. In every good work, trust thy own soul.
Read that one more time.
In every good work, trust thy own soul.
In this good work you're doing, you gotta trust that the Lord is setting your soul right, man.
That's right.
He's setting you up to do what's good and pleasant in His sight.
That's right.
You gotta trust that us being out on the highways and byways, right, that the Lord is guiding us to the path of salvation. That He's keeping us on that straight and narrow path. Right, keep going.
For this is the keeping of the commandments.
And that's the keeping of the commandments, right? You trusting in that work that the Lord has you abounding in, right? So you're not going to fall short if you're keeping these commandments. You're not going to fall short if you're being diligent. You're not going to fall short if you're making your election sure. Now, yes, we have things of the world we have to care for, brothers with wives, brothers with children, brothers with strenuous jobs, but that's never going to shadow out what the Lord has commanded us to do by going to the highways and byways, being a light to the Gentiles, giving people the understanding, being an example, like Judith 8 says, 8 and 24. That's what you got to do. That overshadows all this work in Babylon the Great by being a role model Israelite that you should be, a Jew inwardly and not just outwardly.
Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 3. Right? So this is, we're charging brothers and sisters to do the work, right? Right? Let's bring that up.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, and verse 3. If the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if the tree fall toward if the tree fall toward the south or toward the north, in the place where the tree falleth, there it shall be.
Right, go on.
He that observeth the wind shall not sow.
The Lord say,
He that observeth the wind shall not sow.
right?
And he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap.
Right, meaning what? What does that mean? By show of hands.
You got to do like being out of the season. You know what I mean? So it's like a pretty term that says you got to be in season, out of season. You know what I mean? You got to put in the work. Like,
Right, and we bring that out to add to that because brothers they have the mentality of that what if spirit, right? What if nobody listens to when I go out there? I don't even know. Should I know all of the Bible, all of the breakdowns? Should I go out there? What if they laugh at me? Right? What if nobody listens? What if it's cold out? What if it rains? Right? You're not going to get a reward if you don't go out there, man. You got to go for it, man. You got to make it happen, man. Read that again.
Come.
Hey, that's what you get you a 12 tribe sign. Look, I'm going out today, man. Look, I'm going to print me some flyers, man. You just get up and you do it, man. You don't give a damn about external factors, man.
That's right.
Right? This is about doing the work. And if you're too worried about all of that, then you'll never reap your reward, man.
Come.
That's like a brother, you see a woman. You got precepts in the Bible that says for going out of wise and good women. I don't know if I should talk to that woman. Well, bro, I don't know if she's going to. Brother, you never know, brother. Until you go out and say something, man.
Shoot that shot.
Yeah, they say shoot that shot, man.
She out of my league.
Yeah, she's out of my league. I'm just a simple nigga. Let me go on this 5-day fast. You know me, I'm just low down, dirty nigga, bro. Right? Brother, you don't know that, brother. That could have been it, brother. All you have to do is make that effort. You never know until you try, right? So read it again, Ecclesiastes. Hey, you might be a powerful reader out there, man. Why don't you shoot? I don't know if I could read like that. Brother, open up your Bible and read. Then you might know, like, damn, okay, damn, bro. Sure, brothers in here who read and teach never thought that they would be readers and teachers or opposed to doing the work. You never know until you go out there and do the work. You don't know what spirit that the Most High gave you, man. You got to go into that and not regard any external factor, man. You might be a sister that can make beautiful garments. You never know until you try. Right? You might be a sister that can throw down in the kitchen. You never know until you try. You might be a powerful counselor. You never know until you become more amiable and make yourself more sociable with sisters, man. You don't know what type of effect you may have on people's life and in this ministry until you try. Right, one more point. Read that one more time, King Salaki. I want to read the next two verses real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 11 and verse 3.
4.
Salakia, verse 4. He that observeth the wind shall not sow.
Right.
And he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap.
Right, go on.
As thou knowest not what is the way of the spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child. Even so thou knowest not the works of Yahweh.
How the Most High is going to have this thing happen, man? Right? It just happens, bro. Babies grow. You don't know, but it happens. Right? Go on.
In the morning sow thy seed.
What the Lord say?
In the morning sow thy seed.
Read.
In the even withhold not thine hand.
No, you get tired and lazy.
In the evening withhold not thine
In
hand.
the morning, sow your seed. In the evening, keep grinding, keep working, keep pushing. What?
For thou knowest not whether shall prosper either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike good.
You might be out there sealing the elect, man. Go out there and do the work, brother.
Right.
You might, I don't know, we should go out the cat today. It might rain. And it was 10 members and 144,000 out there. But you was too busy wondering if it was going to rain or not. Too busy thinking about if you're a mighty man or not, man. Too busy wondering if you're worthy to go out there and do the work, man. You don't know if it's going to prosper. You don't know until you plant that seed, man. And it might grow up and be the tallest tree ever, man. They have records like that, the biggest pumpkin ever. They didn't know that until they damn tried, man. Right? So that's the fruit of your labor. You don't know how the Most High is going to give you the increase until you plant that seed and make that effort to do the work of the Most High. So when it comes to doing the ministry breaks down into manifold. Borrowing to charity, alms, you got reading, you got teaching, you got counsel, exhortation, you got making campsites, bringing waters, you got helps. You have many things, man. And you don't know how the Most High can prosper your gift until you go out and wait on your ministry and do that work. That's all I'm going to bring up.
You can get the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 6. And that's a mighty point too, man. Because every brother got a spiritual gift they got to tap into. Right, 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 6.
Book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 6. Wherefore I put thee in remembrance that thou stir up the gift of Yahweh.
Right, you have a gift. Whether your gift is counseling, whether your gift is a soft tongue and you making situations go down, you helping you a peacemaker, whether your gift is cooking, right, helping the ministry, whatever the case may be, whatever your gift is, prophecy, reading, right, exhortation, these are all gifts, man. Because what I may not have, the next brother has and he brings to the ministry. We all make up the body of Yahweh, man, in the church. You understand? The Lord said to stir up that gift. So you have to stir it up, man. All the seasoning be in the bottom of the damn pot, man. If you don't stir that thing up, it's going to be water. You sitting up there. No, man. You got to put that wooden spoon, take the grandma's wooden spoon, hit iron pot, stick it all the way at the bottom, and start stirring that thing up, man. To all of the seasonings and everything starts to come to the top of that thing, man. The Lord says, stir up the gift of God. Read on.
Which is indeed by the putting on of my hands.
So you have to literally, right, stir that up. You got a point?
Yeah, quick point. The Greek word for stir up that the brother's going into. Well, I'm gonna play this real quick.
329. Anatopureo. Anatopureo.
Anotopereo, right? It says to kindle up, inflame one's mind, strength, and zeal.
And that's plain, man. So you want to have that zeal and that mind of the Lord to stir that thing up to do the work of the Lord, man. Because, I mean, it's not going to happen just organically, just sitting on the couch, man.
Right.
You got the spirit just jump on you and you want to shake the hand, man. No, it's not going to happen like that. You got to stir that thing up by reading, by taking that counsel that brothers is telling you, man. We've all was in the world and the Lord drew us into this truth. And we had to stir up that gift and strengthen it. Because if you don't, you're going to lose it. And if you don't tap into your spiritual gift, I mean, what are you useful for, man? The Lord has created us all for a specific reason. I want to get a quick precept. You got to Revelation 4 and 11.
Book of Revelations, chapter 4 and verse 11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things.
All things. Now, you can't look at that bee and say, oh, it just buzzes around. You look at that fly and, oh, it's just everywhere around is trash. You look at that man, you say, well, I guess he's just going to be homeless. You can't look at carnal things. Everything was created for a specific purpose. Whether if you could jump high, or you can sing, or you can read, or you have a loud voice, or you have a mind that understands geography or secular history, all of that's to magnify the name of the Lord, man, some type of way. It's to magnify Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Read on.
And for thy pleasure.
And for thy pleasure.
They are and were created.
So the Lord created everything for his pleasure, to magnify his name and magnify and glorify him. So whatever you have and whatever your talent is, it was created for the Lord's pleasure for the ministry.
Come on, let's go to Matthew 17 and go to verse 2. Right? Now is the time to start really tapping into figuring out how you can do this, man. Right? Because we already know the times that are coming, but everybody doesn't know. And we gotta go out and convince and tell our people that the end is near, man. It's near. So if you don't know your talent, I suggest everybody who's listening do some soul searching. Right? Go home and pray that the Lord reveal what your talent is, man. Right? And you gotta be a jack of all trades. You gotta try to get in there and do everything to see if it's for you. You can't be like, well, I can't teach. Brother, how many times you tried to teach? No, I just know I can't. Was it Moses? Moses wasn't good at speaking. I forgot the words that they used. Eloquent at speech. He wasn't eloquent in speech, right? So now it's the point to get in there and try to do everything, man. But brother, come to you for counsel. You gotta look. What you talking about, brother? How we gonna do this? Let's go to the precepts so you can get understanding, man. But you gotta see the signs coming, and you gotta do it 10 times faster, man. Where you going to get that, King?
17 and 2.
Yeah, one quick point, real quick point. In that movie, I don't know if brothers remember, one of my favorite movies, Remember the Titans. At the end of the movie, at the final championship game, you had, goddamn, the quarterback, man. I can't remember. It was Jake. No, the starter, the original starter. Before he got injured. Preacher, he's a preacher dude. Yeah.
Donald Faison.
No, he was a linebacker. But it was another dude. But the point is, he got injured, right? The final play, it was a triple backside with a George reverse, and he said, "Run it like your life depended on it." And the guy, he was like, "I can't do it. I don't know, man. I've never done it before. I don't know if I can do it." And then Denzel Washington put him to the side and gave him this exhortation about how he grew up and he didn't have nothing, and all the siblings was waiting on him, and he had to step up to the plate and he had to do it. So the dude that stirred up his spirit. So he gets in the game, know what you can do, man. Until you get in there in that real life situation, you might be better than everybody at that thing, man. You know, you might be the best, man. Literally, not average. You might be the best. I just wanted to make that point. I'm gonna find this thing.
Book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse
16 and 2.
16 and verse 2. He answered and said unto them, When it is even, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red.
Right, so you can discern the times you go outside, you see a storm cloud come. You're like, yo, I gotta hurry up and do what I gotta do because I'm not trying to get caught up in this rain. Right?
And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Right, we know we can go outside and become meteorologists, man. Right? Oh,
Hey.
wait, preach, come on. No, that's like it. You can go outside and you can be like, yeah, oh, it's gonna rain in about an hour. I can smell it.
Right.
Right? We can go outside and we can see the signs of the time. We see homosexuality growing at a rapid rate. We see all these rumors of World War III coming up. We see everything that the Lord told us about stirring up before our face, man.
Right.
So how much more if you know it's about to storm, it's about to rain, you trying to hurry up and do what you gotta do so you can get in the house, how much more should we do this in the truth? Right? How much more should we go above and beyond to figure out how we're going to magnify the name of the Lord? Right? It's a brother. He's always there to help you out whenever you need it. You know how he knew that? He prayed to the Lord and the Lord showed him. You're going to be that top brother who's there for his brothers need him. It's a brother who can read mighty. It's a brother who can just sit there and listen. You know, a listening ear, that could change a lot, man.
Yeah.
Right? And they got TikToks like that. They be making fun of people and they be sitting there listening like, yeah. But that really helps, man. That helps. So you got to really discern the signs that are coming and figure out how you can make haste to avoid the hell that's coming on this earth. Where you can get verse 4.
Verse 4.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
And that's our problem. We like, well, I know it ain't real until I see it. Until I smell those bombs hitting. Well, you a fool. You already marked for death. Right? Oh, I don't believe World War III is coming until I actually see a missile fly in the sky. Well, you already marked for death. Right? You might as well just go start digging that grave 7 feet for completion, man. Right?
And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. And he left them and departed.
Right? So the sign of the prophet Jonas is the prophets being out there rebuking. And I was talking to Nako about this not too long ago. When we first started going out, it wasn't a lot of camps you could watch. You had GMS, HOI, AOC, who else? IUIC. Man, there's so many camps. It's damn 2-man camps that don't even record, man. This is the sign of the prophet Jonas. Right? Everybody is getting that mind to get into this work, man. And that's not by our own doing. That's only through the Spirit of the Lord that people see the signs and they're not worried about the fair sky or the lower end of the clouds. They're worried about the Lord coming back with the hundreds of thousands of angels and being on the wrong side of that fight.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, I had a quick precept. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 8. Let's start at 6.
Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh gave the increase.
Right, this is a team effort, man. Right? We plant, another brother may water it. You might teach your brother out on the highways and byways. A brother might encounter somebody else in the truth at the bus stop or at work or whatever, who gives that brother more knowledge, and the Most High is going to get the increase. Go on.
So then, neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but Yahweh that giveth the increase.
Right, the Most High gets all honor and glory. Go on.
Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward.
No, I can feed off of your reward, Jonah.
And every man shall receive his own
No,
reward.
just because I'm in a camp with Amos and Nashaiah, I know I'm going to make it.
And every man shall receive his own reward.
Right?
To his own labor.
According to his own labor.
According to his own labor.
So I can't bank on Araya going out there. I ran for Araya today. I know I'm gonna make it, right? Oh boy, man, I kicked it with Amos at the camp. I know I'm going to make it. All right, me and Nashaiah, boy. No, man. Every man's going to get a reward according to his own labor.
That's right.
Your own labor. When you got a so-called job, Hey, you get your own hours, man.
That's right.
Your hours ain't dependent on your co-worker hours. Just because he worked double overtime, don't mean a damn thing for you, man.
That's right.
You get your damn paycheck like, damn, I thought I was going to. You didn't show up, brother.
That's right.
You didn't show up, man. You do your own labor. It's not like one of them school group projects and you don't got to do nothing, but you still pass. Right? You that one guy, everybody else doing the work there at the library, you sitting around cracking your toes, and they carry the weight, and you get it too, man. Or Little League, man. Everybody gets your trophy in Little League. People that barely show up, right? They strike out all the time. They're horrible, right? They don't even deserve a helmet. They shouldn't even have made that Little League team, right? Straight up, man. But yet they get a trophy.
Right.
They get a trophy too, man. Hey, the kingdom of heaven don't work like that, man.
Right. That's right.
Every brother, you on your own in this thing. And when it's all said and done, right? Hey, WFI can't save you, man. If you in a GMS, IUIC, ISPK, HOI, your congregation can't save you, man.
That's right.
Right? You gotta do the work. You gotta do your work according to your own labor, man.
There's no participation awards in this truth.
Yeah, no participation. You showed up the camp, so you're definitely gonna make it.
Right.
No, brother.
Right.
Yeah, I showed up. I finally went out on the highway. Because brother, we're saying go out to work. Go out in the highways and byways. So brother, strap his boots on, buy a Mitri, a staff. He goes out there one time and think, nah, I made it. I know I got the kingdom. No, brother. Read that one more time, 1 Corinthians 3 and 6.
Con. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. I have planted.
It's like I went 8. It's like,
Con. Verse 8. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one.
right?
And every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor.
Go on.
For we are laborers.
No, we're niggas.
For we are
We're
laborers.
slothful men.
We are laborers.
Right?
Together with Yahweh. Ye are God's husbandry. Ye are God's building.
We are laborers, man.
Con.
We're not niggas, man. We're not fashionistas in the truth. Right? Or whatever the world thinks that we are. We're literally laborers. We grind. We work. We don't get no sleep. Right? We're writing lessons. We're teaching. You're on the phone with brothers. You're building up brothers. This is what y'all brothers do, man. This is hard work. Go on.
According to the grace of Yahweh, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed now, he buildeth thereupon.
Right, take heed how he buildeth thereupon. Meaning what? When you're doing the work, it's not just, you got people that show up on construction sites and they just do God knows what, man. Right? You tell them to fix a wall and they break in the window. Right? Then you tell them to damn plaster up the hole in the wall and they take a sledgehammer and they're breaking the ceiling apart, man. But they think they're going to get paid because they went to work. You can't just do the work. You have to be a wise master building your craft, man. It's not about clocking in. So you get rated on performance too. It's not just showing up to work and you get paid for your hours. You have to perform your job. You have to execute your office that you were given. And if you don't execute your office, even though you showed up, you're liable to get fired. Terminate. That's any job. Everybody knows that. How much more for the Most High, man? When you show up and you do this, you have to execute your craft to perfection, man. As a wise master builder. So if you're doing the work, let's say you're reading as a wise master builder, right? You're not skipping over words. You get to the precept on time, right? You exalt your voice. You make sure that the people can hear you. That's a wise master builder as a reader. When you're teaching, you exercise patience. You exercise humility. You exercise authority, right? Everything has to be done as a wise master builder when you're doing the work. When you're counseling, you're not counseling out of your own mind. You're going to this precept. Okay, let me link it up with this precept. Let me link it up with this. Anything that you do for Yahweh and for the nation of Israel, it has to be done with the mindset of a wise master builder. And these wise master builders, they get paid in the world, man. These architects, they're sitting up drawing. That's not easy. But these bridges, if you study how bridges are made, they don't just pop up, man. Look at a bridge, man. Right? It's in the damn water. They got to start down. It's a complex process. They got to deal with crosswinds. They have to take into account all these things, the weight, how much metal they can use. That's a tedious process, man. It's not easy to make a bridge and come up with a design for a bridge and the material and the manpower. That's hard work, man. And that's for carnal things. How much, and this is the top building. You don't think you have to exercise and execute your office to perfection? This is the Most High's building, man.
That's right.
So whatever you do, the point I want to make is everything that you do, right? Anything that you do in this building, it has to be done and exercised to perfection as a wise master builder.
Con. I can get the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 13 and verse number 1. 1 Maccabees 13 and 1. Because one man can make a difference, man. Don't think that you just one man and I can never make a difference. There's too many brothers out here. Why am I around? I'm not as mighty as this brother. Or I don't have a point, or I just hold posts, or I just read, or I just teach, or I just bring the signs. And who am I? You can't have that spirit, man. Because if I lost my pinky, all hell will break loose, man. I need my damn pinky, man. I need my wrist. I need my ear. Things that seem small have a very large impact on my body, man. Go to the book of 1 Maccabees 13 and 1.
Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 13 and verse 1.
Right?
Now, when Simon heard that Tryphon had gathered together a great host to invade the land of Judea and destroyed it, and saw that the people was in great trembling.
He saw that the army and the people was in great trembling. So you may see that your brother's in great trembling of whatever's going on. One man can make a difference. That brother that has that counsel can make a difference for the whole congregation, man. That one brother that has a point, right, to be added unto, or a precept that wasn't brought out, can save somebody from falling off the truth, man. That one brother speaking up and helping can make the difference. And we're reading about it right now. Read on.
And feared. He went up to Jerusalem and gathered the people together and gave them exhortation, saying, Ye yourselves know what great things I and my brethren and my father's house have done for the Lord.
And that's what you need to hear, man, in the last days. Look at our forefathers. Look, if I could do it, brother, you could do it, brother. If I came from nothing, the slums, if I literally was damn in the world, I had no understanding, I was in Christianity, I was lost, brother, you could do it, man.
That's right.
You've been locked up, brother, we've been locked up, man. If we can do it, you can do it, man. You need to lift up your nation and tell them and exhortate them in the last days. Read on.
And the sanctuary, the battles also, and troubles which we have seen, by reason whereof all my brethren are slain for Israel's sake.
Right.
And I am left alone. Now therefore be it far from me that I should spare mine own life in any time of trouble.
So this man was ready to die, man. If a brother out there ready to die, man, you gonna be ready to die. You got a brother timid in this thing, and you might start scratching your head. I mean, damn, is he gonna fight with me? Or okay, if he's not here, then that's 1, 2, 3. Then I gotta fight on 3 of them. And he's kind of scared. I don't know if I could do what I could do. No, man, you gotta be ready to die in this thing, man. That's literally in the law in Deuteronomy the 20th chapter, man. If you're scared, and the Lord told you to stay home, and that's even in the spirit. We have to be bold in this thing. We have to, brother. Man, it's been plenty of times I came to camp and I'm jumping up and down in the spirit, man. I may have had something on my mind. We all had spirits going, and that cares of the life and in the world. We come to this thing in the spirit of the Lord, the sanctuary, how about you shout a word, the life, the spirit on the next brother. Hey, Paul said, you have refreshed my spirit. I love coming around the brother, man. Because all I see in the world is death. I go to the grocery store, I see the congregation of the dead. I go to work, I see the congregation of the dead. I go to the damn gas station, I see the congregation of the dead. When I see the men of the Lord with the light on them, the exhortation, and that's all coming together, it refreshes my spirit, man. And that's what we have to do with one another in the nation in the last days. And you got to have that respect and that authority to be able to have the understanding to do that, man. And stop moping around all day, man. Get out there and do the work of the Lord and let your light shine.
That's right.
Con. Let's go to Romans chapter 12 and 3. That's right, man. Romans chapter 12 and verse 3. Right? Every brother has to work for the kingdom. No brother's just going to just get beamed up smoking a cigarette, man. Just wait for something to happen. Then the Lord just beam you up. Right? Go to Romans 12 and 3.
Book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think.
Right? Have a humble mind. Go on.
But to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man. the measure of faith.
So the Lord dealt like you deal cards, man. Right? You deal a deck of cards, it's impossible for every brother to get the same hand. It's impossible. Right? It's one of each card. 52 in the deck. Every brother's going to get a different hand. So every brother has been dealt a different level of gifts and faith by Yahweh Shemel B'Shai, man. Right? Go on. So it's like Gabar might have been dealt the spirit of wisdom, right? And counsel. Thawam might have been dealt the spirit of humility, right? Nashai might have been dealt the spirit of boldness. Every brother got dealt different gifts, man. You got to look at your hand and make the best out of it, man. Right? You can't, fold, I don't know about this. I don't like my gift. Here, Lord, take it back. That's off, man. The Lord give you a gift. I don't want prophecy. I want to be the charity guy. And you want to turn, you can't trade gifts. This is not a Pokemon in the world. When you was a kid, I can give you this for that. 2 of those for 3 of those. If you give me the spirit of prophecy and reading, I'll give you the spirit of meekness. Right? No, brother. You got to take your gifts and deal with it, man.
That's right. That's right.
Right? Go on.
Verse 4. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office.
Yeah, you don't have the same office, man. I've never been a slave at a job when everybody has the same job, right? Every person, right? Everybody just shows up. There's not 1,000 janitors, right? There's probably one, maybe 5 janitors. You got a CEO, CFO, COO. You got IT department, right? You may have the insurance agency that works on behalf of the company. Human resource, you got HR. What's another part of a company?
And supply people.
Supply people, right? Receiving, right? You may have shipping. You understand? You may have people that deal with logistics, supply chain management. You got all types of people, man. Right? Marketing, advertisement, all of that. Come on. So every brother has to do their job, man. What happens if marketing doesn't do their job, but the windows are very clean and the trash is taken out? They ain't gonna make no money, man. People not going to know about the company. What if HR is on fire and making company policy, right? But the damn building's falling apart, man, because maintenance doesn't come around and the lights don't work, right? And the damn IT, the computers are shut down. But HR is killing it, man. No, man. Every brother in every unit in each building has to do their job, That's how you get a company rolling, man. Everybody's dialed in. They have company meetings. Everybody links up, and they ensure that they're meeting company standards. This is the Most High's business, man.
That's right.
This is our Father's business, man. So we have to make sure that we're performing our office to a T. And if any office is lacking, everybody stops what they're doing, and they help that office get built back up. Right? Get a quick point.
God, it don't matter if you got the healthiest liver in the world, if your heart is bad.
Right.
Right? That's null and void, man.
Right.
Right? It's like basketball terms. It don't matter if you drop 40 if the dude you guarding drop 42.
Right.
Right? That don't add up.
Or you drop 40 and it took you 80 shots to get 40, man.
Yeah.
You know? It don't matter, man.
Right.
Or like the brother said, your damn heart is falling apart. You keep taking damn stuff for your liver. Gotta get my liver right. You want the mightiest liver of all time. Super liver, man. Right? You're eating all of this. My liver, I need my liver. Right? Your damn kidney's falling apart. Your damn hand broke, but you just work on your liver all day. The Lord is not dealing with that, man.
That's right.
A man just dials in on his liver. You got damn liver posters. Goddamn, what I do with my goddamn liver? No, you have to make sure that like Amos was saying, every part of the body is taken care of. So read on at Romans chapter 12 and
Verse 5.
yeah,
God. So we being many are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another.
right?
Having then gifts, different,
Different, right?
different according to the grace that is given to us.
So we have different gifts. That was all according to the grace of the Most High, right? All according to the grace of the Most High.
Can I break it down real quick?
Come, you got it.
God, let's go to Ephesians chapter 2 and 8. Right, this segues right into this real quick. God, yeah, we go back. This just this is word for word what the brother just said. Ephesians 2 and 8.
Book of Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Right.
For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourself. It is the gift of Yahweh,
Right.
not of works, lest any man should boast.
Right.
For we are his workmanship, create in Hamashiach Yahushua unto good works.
Right? We're the worksmen created into good works, man. Right? This is the grace. These are the abounding riches that the Lord has spread upon all flesh. Right? And who's that all flesh? That's Israel, man. Right? One person is going to be down there scrubbing the floors. One's going to be cleaning the windows. One's going to be doing a new roof. One's going to be putting the hinges on the door. These are the good works that the Lord has created in Yahushua HaMashiach, because we are the body of the Lord. Right? You finish that off, then we go back to that.
Which Yahweh hath before ordained that we should walk in them.
Right.
That's right. So let's go back to, that's a good point. Let's go back to Romans chapter 12 and read 6 again, man. So again, like we keep saying, if you don't know what your gift is, you got to call upon Yahweh Bashim, man. Even if it takes fasting, weeping, crying. See what's expected of you, man. So let's read that.
Book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 6. Having then gifts different according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith.
Right. So if you were given a gift of prophecy, don't sit down and read the prologue and Sirach all day. You have all of the prophecies to warn our people, but you only want to bring out Proverbs, the first chapter. 1 and 20 on down. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. That's all you go into. Then you link it up with Luke 14 and 23. Right? But you know all of the prophecies. No, go prophesy, man. Hey, if I was given a gift on the court and I got handles, I'm not going to go and play center. Right? I'm not going to do something that I can't do, man.
Right.
Why would I play center? I'm 5'10", and I'm trying to act like I'm damn Kareem, man. No, I was given certain gifts, and I do what I can, man, to make my team right, man. And if you need me to kind of do something else, hey, I'm willing to do it, man. There's a time Magic Johnson had to play all 5 positions in the finals. He had to play point, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, man. I think that was his rookie year or something like that. You know? And he ended up winning, man. But you never step, that's why it says according to the proportion of our faith, because you don't step outside of your limitations. Right? You have to know your limit. There's certain things you have to know. Look, I can't go and break down A, B, and C. Let me not do that. Right? This is what the Most High gave me. I can increase in this, but let me deal with what the Most High gave me. So you prophesy, not according to what you see somebody else do, but according to the proportion and the grace that the Most High gave you. Right? So let's read on.
Verse 7. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering.
Right? So you may be a minister. Out there and teach the people or hand out flyers or do side camps. We got brothers that do side camps and stuff like that. That's a minister. Go on.
Or he that teacheth on teaching.
Certain brothers, they just teach, man. Right? They may go into Deuteronomy 28. They may go into how we know where Israel, go into certain descriptions of people in the Bible, put out certain maps and books like that. These are different gifts that benefit the body. Go on.
Or he that exhorteth on exhortation.
Yeah, brothers used to watch football heavy, man. You have those guys that exhort the team, man. The damn Ray Lewis, man. Everybody's in the damn huddle. They're down 50. It's impossible to win, man. They go in halftime. And that one guy, it's damn quiet. People got their head down. Right, damn cleats dirty. Blood all on the jersey, man. Then that one guy starts banging his damn helmet, man. Right? Then everybody start banging their damn helmet. And then he start walking around. Everybody get hyped up, huh?
Right.
Then they leave, they tap that thing on top of the locker. What's that? That damn plaque. No quitters. Brothers know what that is. The motivation thing, no quitters, right? Championships or nothing. And they tap that thing, they go out, and they win, man. 51-50. Every brother's been through that, man. Right? So you got those brothers that exhort brothers, man. Right, let's go on.
He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity.
No, do it proudly, like I got this.
With simplicity.
And if you give alms, hey, do it with simplicity, man. Right? Every brother, you have to know what your gift is, but also how to use your gift in humility and wisdom. Or giving in terms of physical counsel or whatever the case may be, do it with simplicity, man. Right? Know how to use your gift too. But get the ball, man. Know how to take it and make it not profitable just for you, but to magnify the name of the Most High. Right? Because what good is being given a spirit of giving, but you do it in a proud manner? Or you boast about it? It's not magnify the name of the Most High. Yeah, you know what your gift is, but so what? How are you using it, man? Right? Are you getting all of this knowledge to go down and beat the people down on the highways and byways? You have certain people that had a bad day at work and they take it out on Jake in the streets, man. So and so and so and so, man. Right? Can't stand you. And one brother told the Jake, F you, man. Straight up. He went on the highways, the Bible said, F you, man. He didn't bring out no precepts, no breakdowns. He didn't call for one book. He just went out there and said, man, F you, man. And Jake put their head down, man. So go on. Yes.
He that ruleth with diligence.
He that what?
He that ruleth with diligence.
Yeah, every brother is entitled to rulership over your household, maybe over a congregation. Do it with diligence. Your gift might be the spirit of ruling. Right? Go on.
He that showeth mercy with cheerfulness.
Right?
Let love be.
That's all I want to know. So the point of the matter is, you know what your gift is, know how to use your gift, and understand that every brother has a different office to benefit the body. Like the brother's going into his ears, your eyes, your nose, your head, right? There's parts of your body that you don't even consider, man. Your damn hairs in your damn nose and ears, man. You need that, man. You need mucus, man. People look nasty. You need that, man. Your body produces it for a reason, man. Right? Damn, crushed, all of that stuff that you think is unworthy and that you want to get rid of, your body produces it to fight things for a reason, man. Pus, even damn cysts, pores, all of these things matter, right? The abundance of white blood cells, so-called, and those things are used to target specific things, man. So never look at anything on a very insignificant level, because everything matters. All y'all brothers matter to the ministry, man. Every brother in the congregation matters, man. Just because you're not teaching doesn't mean you don't matter. Just because you don't know 1,000 precepts doesn't mean you don't matter, man. Just because you don't have the most powerful voice doesn't mean you don't matter. Just because you're a sister, you may not be able to cook the best doesn't mean you don't matter, man. Every brother and sister matters to the body. And the thing that you think doesn't matter, you don't know how it affects somebody's life, man. You coming in and saying, hey, Shalom, King. Or calling that brother, that's something he may have needed, man. But like the brother said, a listening ear. You understand? Everything matters in the name of the Most High.
And I want to make a quick point on what the brother just said too, right? Because, I mean, eyelashes are small. But if you ain't have them, everything would be in your damn eyes, man. You trying to find the words of the Lord and trying to figure out some damn windstorm, right? You in the book of Exodus when a brother called Revelation, man. You sit up there, you rubbing your eyes. You think about falling out the truth. You blinking 5 times in a second. Right. Hey, you need that, man. Right. Those are very small things that help, man. Right. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11. Right. Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11.
Book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11.
And this is what the Lord said.
And he gave some apostles.
So the Lord is giving each one of these different offices to each different men. He gave some apostles, man. He have men that go out there, they spread the words of the life. You understand? They proselyte, they do the work of the Lord, they passing it out. Hey, brother, Deuteronomy 28:68. Did you know this? Did you know that? They traveling, they doing the work of the Lord. You got apostles in this thing, man. You may be an apostle. You may not be a prophet. You may not be certain of these different offices. Hey, but it's mighty as hell to be an apostle for the Lord. Hey, apostles travel, man. If you're an apostle, you may be in Detroit, you may be in Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, and you may travel cross country, man, and go to damn Africa, man. Like a bar, man. You want to go to Africa in this thing. Right, you know?
And some prophets.
And you have certain men that are prophets. Men that all throughout the prophet, in Nahum, they're in Revelation, they're in 2nd Esdras, right? They may have more of a gift than to go out there and be an apostle. They may be in prophecy. Because what that apostle doesn't know how to break down, guess what that prophet does? And that's that gift that the Lord gave him. Read on.
And some evangelists.
You may just have an evangelist. Somebody's at the train station passing out flyers. But nevertheless, guess what? They planted and the Lord gave the increase. The Lord watered, man. The Lord is going to help that. That one flyer brought the brother into the truth. That brother was doing God knows what, right? You stopped him for 30 seconds. Read one precept, passed from the flyer, and now he came into the truth. Now he's seeking, he goes to a camp. And then that brother's help building him up. Now he's a mighty teacher. Now he's a mighty prophet. The brother never knew he was a prophet, but he got that flyer through that evangelist work, and now he's doing the work of the Lord. Read on.
And some pastors.
You may have a brother that's over a ministry, that's leading a flock like a pastor would, right? right? He's sitting up there getting things in order, right? The sheep or the men, they may, they be bumping heads, don't know how to do a certain order. And that pastor is going to come set things in order and teach and have a flock unto himself. Because every apostle, or just because you're a prophet, doesn't mean that you can handle a congregation. You may have certain pastors in this thing that may not have the understanding of prophecy, but can lead and help the congregation. Read on.
And teachers.
And you may just be a teacher. You may go into geography, secular history. You may pull up different accounts and grab maps, right? Pull certain precepts, maybe in Proverbs, Psalms, and Deuteronomy and doing the work. But nevertheless, each one of these offices help and build up the saints, man. And everybody's important. That's why the Lord gave each one of these offices. Read on.
For the perfecting of the saints.
What the Lord say?
For the perfecting of the saints.
For the perfecting of the saints. So each one of these offices, you can't view one as lower or higher than the other. Because nevertheless, the Lord put each one of these offices, but a perfecting of the saints. You know?
For the work of the ministry.
For the work of the ministry.
For the edifying of the body of
Salaki, you know?
For the edifying of the body of Hamashiach.
And each one of these offices is to edify the nation.
God.
Let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 1 and go to verse 35. Right? Those are good points, man, but the Lord has everything set up at a specific time, man, so that we all receive our gift and use it at the right times. Right? The Lord prophesied that there's going to be a people to come who's going to have more faith than anybody who had on the earth. Right?
2nd Esdras chapter 1 and verse 35.
Right.
Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me yet.
And who are those people who are to come? That's speaking about the Israelites today. Speaking about the Israelites scattered around the four corners of the earth. Right?
Shall believe me, to whom I have shewed no signs. Yet they shall do that I have commanded them.
And this is what faith is. Right? This is obedience. Right? That's a gift that the Lord has given to these people who are the Israelites today. Right? That gift is being stirred up. You know, like when you're making something in a pot, you add one ingredient, you add another. Right? That's like how Paul explained how you to patience add virtue, to virtue, Peter, so like virtue, you add all these things to it. Right? The Lord already stirred up faith for these men and women before they even came on the earth. Right?
They have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them.
Right?
I take to witness the grace of the people to come,
Right.
whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
Right? And that's the spirit in itself. Belief. Belief is a whole gift that a lot of brothers don't even possess. Right? It was at one point, we was reading the scriptures, it was like, there ain't no damn 100,000 people walk through no sea. That don't even make sense. Man, ain't no bread fall from heaven. That don't make sense. We didn't have that spirit of belief. We didn't have that gift of belief. But the Lord bestowed that upon us. Right? Now that we read it, we're like, dang, the Lord did that. Right? Moses split a rock with a staff. Moses did what? This happened, that happened. That's the spirit of belief, right?
And keep going.
Come.
And now, brother, behold what glory, and see the people that cometh from the east,
Right.
unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Oseas, Amos, and Micaias, Joel, Abdias, and Jonas.
Right? So the Lord is setting up all these men in these last days to help lead the people. Right? That spirit of leadership is upon these men right here. Right? And these men didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what? I know I'm back on the earth. Now I got to lead my people. No, they had to dig deep. They had to start reading. They had to start praying. They had to start searching. And the Lord tapped into their spirit and woke them up and started leading their people. Right?
Nahum and Abekah, Sophonias, Agaius, Zachary, and Malachi, which is called also an angel of the Lord.
Right, so all these men are walking in the last days, leading their people, building them up, right, not on their own, but doing the workmanship that Yahweh Shah was set up to show as an example, right? How the priesthood was an example of heavenly things to come, right? Yahweh Shah was an example of how the leaders in the last day should be. Right?
Yeah, and I want to go to, it's like I want to get a quick point. Go to 1 Kings 4:1 to show the example of how a kingdom is established. Right? You think Solomon was able to do all of that by himself? No, you had hewers in the mountains. You had hewers in the wood. King Solomon had a counselor, man. And he's King Solomon. Right? Go to 1 Kings 4:1.
Book of 1 Kings, chapter 4, verse 1. So King Solomon was king over all Israel, and these were the princes which he had: Azariah, the son of Zadok, the priest.
Right? He had a priest. Solomon could perform the priestly duties. Right? Go on.
Elioreph and Ahiah, the son of Shisha, scribes.
Where were they?
Scribes.
You had scribes in this thing, man. Solomon wasn't sitting there recording all of the works that he did, man. He had scribes in this thing. Right, go on.
Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, the recorder.
The recorder is somebody that goes and documents account of what happens. Right, they're a historian, like the brother said. Every ancient king had a historian that went with him and traveled on their journeys. Alexander the Great had that. Ptolemy, all these men carried recorders with them. That's what Chronicles is about. Right, when you're reading Chronicles, they're the account of what the recorder wrote. When you read Kings, that's what the scribe writes. That's why some of the numbers are a little bit different. Right, because like the Gospels, some of the accounts are a little bit different. You have recorders, you have scribes, different men according to the Spirit, who gave these accounts of what's happening. Go on.
And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, was over the host. And
Meaning he was the general of the army. He led the army. Go on.
And Zadok and Abiathar were the priests.
And these were the priests. Read on.
And Azariah the son of Nathan was over the officers.
You had men over the officers, man. Everything has to be set up. If anybody knows how to set up a kingdom, it would be Solomon. Any man, it would have to be Solomon, man, who learned from his father David. And also through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. This is how you set up order in the kingdom. And there's no account of Jehoshaphat being mad that he's the recorder. I got him the recorder, man. I want to be the scribe, right? I want to be Solomon. No, every brother's content because they know it's not about them. It's about magnifying the kingdom. It's about keeping us up top. It's about magnifying Yahweh Shah. Go on.
And Zabud, the son of Nathan, was principal officer.
He was the principal officer.
And the king's friend.
And what?
And the king's friend.
The king's friend. You need that, man. The king deal with stress, man. Right? He's dealing with, I don't know, man, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. I need a friend. Right? That listening ear, that counselor. Look, that's all right. Even in the movie The Godfather, man. What's the name? I can't remember the actor name, but he had a counselor, man. He was called the advisor. I don't know if brothers remember The Godfather, but
The dude with the glasses.
yeah, he had like a kind of a businessman fade. He was the Godfather's advisor, man. So even the Godfather in the movie, these top men, they have advisors. And men they lean on. Look, it's all right, man. Look, just do it like this. You know what it is. Rehoboam had counselors. When you read 1 Kings 12, Solomon, it says the counselors of Solomon tried to advise Rehoboam, man. So even you can have all of the wisdom and all of the knowledge, you have to set up order, right? Any wise man's going to have counselors. Even in Esther, the 1st chapter, Ahasuerus had 7 counselors, man. Right? Mecumen and all these other men who advised the king regarding Vashti in that particular situation. So this shows you how kingdoms are established, how every brother's willingly taken on that office and is used to benefit that nation. Go to real quick, Sirach 7 and quick precept, 7 and 4. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 4.
Book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 4. Seek not of the Lord preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor.
Because some brothers, you got to clarify, right? They understand that these gifts are going to be given by the Most High, but you can't seek a gift to be preeminent. I want to be the best reader of all time. I see the Wam out there. See how dominant these guys, man. Shit. Let me get the gift. I'll show them what it is, man. Amos, teaching, I know I can teach better than him. Sure, you don't have to study as long as I study. Lord, you see me reading right now? Put me out there, I'll show you what I can do. That's off, man. That's off. Put me out there, I'll show you what I can do. Read it again.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 4. Seek not of the Lord preeminence.
There is no king that has been set up by the Most High who sought David didn't seek preeminence. Where's the account of David begging to be the king? Where's the account of Moses begging to be the deliverer? Right? Where's those accounts at? Where's the account of Solomon begging to be king? Huh? There's no account of any leader of the nation of Israel that sought that position. Huh? Those men were set up by Yahweh Shah according to his grace. Right? So when you're striving for the mastery, it has to be done, and you're getting these gifts, it has to be done with a humble mind. Go on.
Neither of the king the seat of honor.
Right?
Justify not thyself before the Lord, and boast not of thy wisdom before the king.
The king don't care about your damn wisdom, man. Right? He's the king, man.
That's right.
Lord, you see what I know? Lord, look, I know Luke chapter 4. Right? And check this out, Lord. Let me show you what else I know. Right? Matthew 2. The Lord don't care about that, man. Right? Go on.
Seek not to be judged.
What the Lord say?
Seek not to be judged.
Right?
Be not able to take away iniquity.
Right?
Lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty, and lay a stumbling block in the way of thy uprightness.
You see that? Right? Read that one more time.
Seek not to be judged.
So when you are acquiring and getting these gifts from Yahweh to magnify his ministry, don't seek to be judged. Don't seek a gift for the wrong reason, right?
Right.
Yeah, I want to be, right about apostles and pastors. Yeah, that sounds good, right? Apostle. Let me get that, right? So I can be over these guys and tell them what to do. Right? Right? Go on.
Be not able to take.
Hey, I know one guy who used to make people in his congregation do push-ups, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Because they couldn't remember a precept. One brother made them pay fines. Right? Oh, you're late? $20. Cough it up. And they, I don't have it. Shut up! Right? Okay. Balled up 20. Gave him the 20, man. Sit down in the back. That's off. Right? One brother made one brother tie his boots, man. Right? Sitting talking to Amos, one brother's tying up another brother's boots. Right? No, not that way. I want a double lace. Right? That's wicked. Go on.
Wow.
A lot of brothers want wisdom to get a woman, man. Right? I want to go out to the highways and byways. I want these women to see me, man. Right? Amos got 1,000 views of shit. I know I can get 2,000. Only if I get this precept, I definitely get 2,000. Right? But if I want 2,500, that's off, man. You got brothers that calculate the views as they're teaching. 20,000. That's 10,000. I'm banking on 10,000. How many people watching them now? Right? They're teaching, wondering how many people are watching them now. Thirsty. Yeah, it's off, man. Go on.
Start from top again, man. Look at Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 6. Seek not to be judged, be not able to take away iniquity, lest at any time thou fear the person of the mighty.
Right, fear the person of the mighty.
And lay a stumbling block in the way of thy uprightness.
You can lay a stumbling block before yourself, man, and destroy yourself. And that stuff right through pride, and that stumbling block can get you cast down. So these gifts that you're asking for, that you're praying for, and it's okay to ask for different gifts. So hey, it's okay, that's James 1:5, right? It's all right to pray for wisdom. It's all right to pray for faith, to be a powerful reader, right? To understand precepts that you can teach the people, right? It's about how you ask for these gifts, right? About the spirit of it, man, and the sincerity behind it. The Lord said, let thy life be sincere. So anything that you get from the Most High must be used to magnify his name.
Come on, I got a quick precept. You can go to the book, right, of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1. Right, Isaiah chapter 3 and verse
Book
1.
of Isaiah.
And this goes to all of our forefathers and each one of the different offices that we had in the nation. Right, read on.
Book of Isaiah chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, the Lord, Salakia, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread.
Right, the strength and take away the food. Read.
And the whole state of water.
Even our thirst. So the Lord in this chapter, he's taking away things from Israel. Let's see what he takes away from the nation.
The mighty man.
You have a mighty man in this thing. So you have certain men that are just mighty. Read.
And the man of war.
So your lot may be a man of war. Your lot may be to be like Benaniah, man. Joab. Right, to be able to slay 10,000. Now, you may not be a prophet, but you were able to jump over a wall. You were able to kill 10 men. You understand, with a damn jawbone. 10,000, 5,000. You may be able to rescue the nation and take the children. That may be your lot, man. Your lot may not be able to go into prophecy and to teach and do things that Jeremiah or Ezekiel did. Right? You may have a mighty man of war. Read on.
The judge.
And you may have a certain man that's a judge. Now that judge can't want to jump over a wall and slay 10,000 and do X, Y, Z. He's a judge. He judges matter, man. When you read 1 Kings, the 3rd chapter, Solomon was a wise judge, and he executed wise counsel, man. He may be a judge in this thing. With his brother, he's not seeing this clearly. He hasn't evaluated this. He's not applying this precept. He doesn't have any understanding of this. He doesn't know the whole matter. I have to judge it righteously. Because without a righteous judge, the whole nation will be in scrambles. Everybody will be bumping heads. Everybody will be thinking they're right. They're not applying 2 or 3 witnesses. You have a righteous judge in this thing. Read on.
And the prophet.
You have prophets of the nation. And without the prophets in the vision, the people going to fail. So you need the prophets that the Habashim Yahushua is going to speak through. Read on.
And the prudent.
You have to have the prudent and the wise in this thing. The elders, they have understanding. You got the prophets. These are all of the people that make up our nation. Read on.
The nation.
The nations.
Captain of 50.
You got to have people to set everything in order. You understand? You have captains of 50s, hundreds, thousands, tens. Read.
And Salakia, and the honorable man.
You have to have an honorable man in this thing. Right? He may be over his household and may be honorable. Right? When you read Deuteronomy, the 1st chapter, verse 15 all the way down, it shows you all of these things. You have the captains, the officers, you have the mouthpiece of the Lord, you have Moses, you have the teacher, you have the prophet, you have all of these different things. And you have the head of the households, right? And the head of the congregations. Read on.
And the counselor and the cunning artificer.
So you have a counselor. So somebody that counsels situations. Not necessarily a judge, but they counsel. Because you may have a brother, he don't know what to do. He needs counsel. Should I go here? Should I do this? Da, da, da. He's leaning on his own understanding. Next thing you know, man, he fall out the truth, man. You have to have that brother. You may sit him down. Well, brother, this is what you need to do. Did you apply this precept? Okay, this is what you need to do. Apply this. Do that. I'll fast with you, and the Lord will lead you, man. You have to have counselors in this thing. Now it says what?
And Salakia.
The cunning.
The cunning artificer.
Right, you can look that word up, and we want to look these words up too, man. The cunning artificer.
And the eloquent.
Salakia. I want to pull this real fast. Crafty. Nah. Right. I mean, when you go into the word, you know, just wise and crafty. You understand? Right. It says what? The eloquent. Read on, Ken.
The eloquent orator.
Right.
And you want me to start back to verse 3 from top?
Yeah, read on again.
Khan. Isaiah 3 and verse 3. The captain of 50.
Right.
And the honorable man. And the counselor. And the cunning artificer. And the eloquent orator. And I will give.
You can rush right there. The point of the matter is from 2 to 3. This is the list, an in-depth breakdown. And you can link this up with Deuteronomy, the 10th chapter. You can link this up all throughout the Bible with different scenarios. Like the brother went to 1 Kings, the 4th chapter. You got a lot of order being set up throughout the nation. And everybody has their different office that they have to do and their duty. Even the 12, man. The 12 have their different offices in their rank, even within the 12.
And this for the word orator, right? It's H3908 that says charming or whispering, right? Meaning somebody that's eloquent, right? Somebody that knows how to convey their point, like the brother was saying, or make things make sense, or you maybe know how to talk to particular people a different way. You know how to talk to Jonah, you know how to talk to Araya a different way, you know how to meet everybody on their level. You have cunning or eloquent orators, man. You know? What you got, King?
And I pulled up the etymology of artificer, and it's a person the etymology of the word artificer is one who makes by art or skill.
You said one that what?
One who makes by art or skill.
See that?
That's the artificer.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, and Salaki, another quick point. You had let me get this quick precept too. You can go to Nehemiah. Salaki, I gotta find this precept. Nehemiah chapter 3 and verse 8, real fast. I wanted to pick this up too, right? So you also had men like this. We're about to read about Nehemiah chapter 3 and verse 8.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 3, verse 8. Next unto him repaired the Salakia, Uzziel.
Right, you had builders in this thing. Men that were master builders on a physical level. They literally had, this before they had measuring tape. In the ancient world, they didn't have measuring tape. They whip out the measuring tape, right? They put that little, they point the button and it's a line, a straight line. Then they're leveling things out. You have men that were just wise that can literally map out and do structures and build houses and doors and all of these different things with precise stones, man. Read on.
The son of Salakia, the son of Harhiah of the goldsmiths.
So you had goldsmiths in Jerusalem. Men that literally had to steal. They made helmets. They made damn swords. They had They had all of these different things. They had gauntlets and things and straps, and they making golden girdles. They had goldsmith in this thing. So we come from a rich heritage, man. We're not just niggas, man. We're not who can roll the blunt the fastest. Do you use the backwood or do you use the swisher sweet? Who's more talented than wickedness? Then you had goldsmith. Read on.
Next unto him also repaired Hananiah, the son of one of the apothecaries.
So you had literally doctors in this thing. So the Lord had cheap medicines out of the earth. Now you can't take that precept, bend it up, twist it up like a pretzel, and want to roll certain things that soak and bring down swelling, and all of these are the natural things of the earth. You may have a fast cold, you may drink some ginger, some honey. You have all artificers that make sure different codes and different elements and different things of men's bodies were healed, man. And that's about forefathers. Luke was a physician. You have apothecaries, you have goldsmiths, you have captains, you have all of these different things which make up the body of the ministry of the nation.
So, you know, the question is, what are you doing to magnify the name of the Lord, man? And what you're doing now, can you go harder at it? Can you put more on your plate, man? Can you add more burdens? What can you do? Because all hell is about to break loose, man. And every man's going to be rewarded according to their work. Right? But with that, Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Shalom!
Shalom!